Brazil has become a very deep part of my life.
Lenny is at the peak of her career here in Brazil. Her concerts are all sold out. I think it's going to be amazing to see you guys perform at the same stage.
In general, whether you're playing a huge concert like that on the beach or you're playing in a stadium, or the Brazilian energy is so beautiful. You know, I get high from that.
In this video of TK421, you appeared completely naked. What is like recording that? Hi Lenny, how are you doing?
How are you?
I'm good. First of all, I have to say that I'm a huge fan. I've been to a lot of concerts of you. I'm from Brasilia, the capital of Brazil, so I've been to your concert there. And I want to know.
It's been a while since I've been to Brasilia.
Yes. And you're finally coming back to Brazil. Your last show was here in 2019. I was there. Why did it take so long for you to come back?
You know, things take the time that they take. You know, I would love to have come back sooner, but this is the time. I was touring the last album, Raised Vibration, for 2 years and was expecting to come back to Brazil, but then we had this thing called COVID that came into the world and that shut everything down. So I wasn't able to come to Brazil on that tour. And then I was in the Bahamas for 3 years, you know, as we were all locked down, making music. And then I put this new music out this year, and here we are again. So, you know, I just thank God that we're here, and I'm back, and gonna be in Brazil, which is a place that I love so much.
I know. And also, a lot of people here in Brazil are like mesmerized when they realize that you have a farm in Brazil. So what's the story behind this farm? Is it true?
Yes, it's something that was presented to me. I see it as a gift from God, you know. It was something that I never expected. But I can say more that the place found me than me finding it, and it just pulled me in. It's so very special and pure and in the middle of nature. It's a place where I can really feel life, the life force, and spirit, and it's just incredible. So yes, Brazil has become a very deep part of my life.
So, talking about music, you invited Lineker and Freja to open your show in São Paulo. How is your relationship with these artists, and how did your friendship with Lineker started?
That was something that just sort of happened. I was in Paris, where I also live, and I had seen the bass player that plays with Lineker on Instagram, and I like her playing. So I went to the club to see them play, never having seen Lineker, and I just thought it was wonderful. I met them backstage afterwards, and so when it came time to putting these concerts together in Brazil, I thought it would be really nice to have them come and join us and play.
You know, Lineker is at the peak of her career here in Brazil. She's huge at the moment. Her concerts are all sold out. So I think it's going to be amazing to see you guys perform at the same stage. It's going to be awesome. So I'm really happy to see that happening. And Brazilians are known for their energy at concerts. You know, this like no one else. So what was the most memorable moment you have ever experienced with Brazilian fans?
Probably playing for the million people on the beach all those years ago on Copacabana. It was beyond wild. You know, I'd never played for that many people, and it was something that I've never felt before, and I'd like to do it again, actually. But in general, whether you're, you know, playing a huge concert like that on the beach or you're playing in a stadium or an arena, it doesn't really matter. The Brazilian energy is so beautiful. You know, I get high from that, most definitely.
Yeah, we're very, very passionate people. So, talking about Blue Electric Light, it comes at a very good time for your career, and you were honored with the Music Icon Award at the People's Choice Awards, won Best Rock Video at the VMAs, received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and the Fashion Icon Award from the CFDA, a lot of letters in this. And I realized that the new clips are also very sensual and you seem very comfortable with it. Does this album reflect a new chapter in your career?
Well, I think as I move forward in life, and as I think for you as well, or anybody listening, every day is a new chapter. You know, life continues to move. The journey reveals new things all the time. I can definitely say that I am in the best place mentally, spiritually, and physically that I've ever been. And I am full of so much gratitude. And so life is exciting every day, man. You know, every new day is a new life and a new gift and a new opportunity to live and to learn and to love and experience this thing we call life. So yes, everything feels good. And this album was a beautiful gift. I love the music on it. And it was something that I didn't really expect, this sound. But that sort of happens every time I make a record. I'm always somewhat surprised by what I do, because it's not about my idea of what I'm going to do. It's about what I'm given. And this record is somewhat the album that I never made when I was in high school, before I did Let Love Rule. So it's kind of like going back and going forward at the same time. And as far as the clips and, you know, you're talking about, you know, TK421, I'm sure, and the new clip, Honey. Yes, I'm very comfortable with myself and at ease, and I'm working with people that I feel as well. So the result is what you get. It's very comfortable. It's very open, revealing, multi-dimensional. Yeah, I'm feeling good about all the creativity.
So, in this video of TK421, you appeared completely naked. What is like recording that? Was it your idea? How is
It
your
was not my
relationship?
idea. No, it was not my idea. It was the director's idea, and it's not something that I would have come up with, you know, but it was done in a way that worked, you know. It wasn't, you know, we were having fun, and it was very tongue in cheek. There was humor to it. And it was just like you might be by yourself when you're having fun listening to music and you're just being silly. You know, I'm singing into a toothbrush, into the mirror, you know.
Yes, it's really
Uh,
nice to watch it.
so it was just like one of those moments when you're free within your own environment and you're feeling good.
I have to say that I love the way you look, the way you dress yourself. So I want to know, what is your relationship with fashion? Do you get who you get inspired of? What do you think when you're like coming up with your looks?
My first inspiration in fashion was my mother and all her friends. You know, I grew up in New York City in the 70s, which was a very vibrant time artistically, in general. And fashion was such a part of people's expression. And so my mom was, you know, hanging out with, you know, the theater folks, the artists, the painters, sculptors, musicians, writers, actors, etc., designers. So I was a little boy seeing all of these people, and I loved the way they expressed themselves. You know, their outward expression sort of you know, elevated their inner spirit. You know, it was all part of who I am, you know. And so that's where it started, you know, and of course the musicians and the groups that I you know, saw growing up, whether it be Jimi Hendrix or David Bowie or Sly and the Family Stone or the Jackson Five or Al Green, whomever, you know, Curtis Mayfield and Bob Dylan and Led Zeppelin and, you know, all of these people that were just, you know, Miles Davis, that were so expressive with their fashion. It was beautiful. Janis Joplin, Nina Simone, Aretha Franklin, you know. What was beautiful at that time was the music was so deep and so real. The talent was so high. And they also knew how to express themselves with their clothing.
Cool. So, and what about acting? I really liked seeing you in movies, and I want to know if you have anything like coming up in terms of acting. How did you develop your passion for it, and how do you like to be seen as an actor?
Acting was something that I did as a child and as a teenager. You know, as I said, my mother was an actress, and I used to do plays, did theater, did a little TV, used to do commercials, you know, when I was a kid, and I loved it, and I was around it, and my mother probably would have assumed that I was going to be an actor, but music was my passion, and so I do it when I have time, you know. It started with Lee Daniels, um, you know, asking me to take part in his movie Precious, which was a beautiful experience. And then I went on to do
Oh, I
another film
love
with
this movie
him,
so much.
and then did the Hunger Games movies, et cetera, and went on from there. But I would like to do my own film.
What it would be about yourself, your life?
I don't know. I really don't know yet, but you know, it'll come to me, and when it does, uh, I'll do it. You know, but I definitely have a a mind for cinema. And
Of course you do. Yeah.
so it's something that I'd love to do. And, you know, just seeing my daughter do it was really beautiful, you know.
Oh my god, I have to tell you, Blink Twice, I think it's one of the best movies of the year. And I want to know was your reaction when she told you about the movie, and how it's like to have a daughter that is doing so well and developing new skills, and you're watching her grow as an artist. How is your relationship with her?
It's incredible. It's the most fulfilling relationship of my life. And seeing her blossom is such a blessing. And seeing her blossom as an artist is just so exciting to watch. You know, that's her first film. She'd never written or
I
directed a
know,
film.
it's so good.
And just like I had never made an album when I made my first album, you know? And so if you have something within you, it's going to come out. And I knew that she would be good, but she blew me away. She completely blew me away. Um, I think the film is so beautifully done. And you know, I've watched it like 10 times now, and every time I watch it, I see something different. There's a place to
Yeah.
go deeper. Uh,
There's a lot of layers on it.
which, yes, there's a lot of layers. So those are the kind of films that I love, that you can watch so many times and you always get something new, or you realize something that you never realized. And she gave me all that. So she is a filmmaker, and I'm so proud of her.
I have only 2 minutes left, and I have to ask you a question. I'm about to get on my 40s, and I see you, and I feel like I want to be like this guy. So, do you have like a secret or something that you do to yourself to keep it fresh, to keep yourself young, to keep yourself looking this good? What do you do?
You do the work. It takes discipline, you know, to continue to move your body, to push your body beyond the limits, to be healthy, you know, to really be mindful about what you take in, uh, not only what you eat, but what you see, what you hear, uh,
Mhm.
you know.
Your relationships, right?
But I definitely, you know, I'm into the physical work, um, the spiritual work, uh, what I put in my body, how I eat, and how I deal with all of that, trying to be as pure as possible. So, you know, it takes discipline. You have to be focused and know what you want and to really understand that by doing these things, you will get the results that you're looking for, you know? So you have to stay focused, but it's worth it. Your health is everything, and keeping your body tuned is very important, and the mental.
And to wrap this up, I want to ask you, what can we expect from Lenny Kravitz? Besides this movie that you want to make, what else do you want to do that you haven't done yet? That you like feel that it's going to be your passion project? What can we expect from you?
Just want to keep going. Whatever God has for me. You know, I'm at a place in my life. It's not about me. It's about service, and it's about amplifying love and representing that. So I don't know. And that's part of what makes it exciting. I don't know. I know that I want to keep being creative in all ways, whether it be film, photography, music, architecture, you know, the things that I love. Who knows what else there is? But I'm just looking forward to continuing down this path, and whatever comes, I will
Here it comes.
hope to be ready.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so much for your time.
Thank you. It's
hope
a pleasure to meet you.
nice meeting you too. Hope we can meet you in Brazil. I'm gonna go to
All
a
right.
concert.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye guys. Thank you so much.
Come on, baby. Can you feel it?